like jumping onto the show, transitioning into that? What was the attraction for you? Obviously, Kevin has got a great track record, but at the same time, it's a little high concept going with the kind of contemporary fairy tale. What was the thing, the hook for you?
Yeah, the truth is, any show where Paul Wesley becomes shirtless, I'm on board. So. No, yes. A. B. It's just fun to take these old fairy tales and modernize them, and it's actually, I think, our responsibility to take these moral stories and take it to our generation and tell it through our lens. And still, yes, it's based in a grounded story or old story, but how do you modernize it and tell it through our lens? I guess lack of a better word.
So how does Nick fit into the framework of these three different stories?
How does he fit into it? I don't know. Ask Kevin. I still don't know what I'm doing. He is in the Little Red Riding Hood storyline, and it's really a fun thing we play with. Is he the wolf or is he the sheep? Actually, is Danielle the big bad wolf? Who knows? And he's dancing on that. Who really is the aggressor? Who is the chaser? Who's the pursuer? So, I don't want to give too much away. Of course. Yeah. It's fun though. It's weird. It's so weird.
What was the most challenging thing you found working on the show?
Again, not getting too excited when Paul Wesley took off his shirt. No. I think it is danger. How do you play with danger and being threatening without being cartoony, or to be scary, but grounded scary, where you're like, oh, I'm actually can't breathe, I'm nervous around someone, and not playing like I'm being crazy to be crazy, but being actually sane that was the tough part. Yes, it appears he's insane, that character, a little bit, but it's to play that in his world everything has a structure and everything has to be inside the structure. When something's not in the structure, that's when he has to put it back in the structure, because that's the way it is. No one thinks he's the bad guy, but maybe no one thinks they're the villain. So I guess playing with that.
What are some of the similarities between your personal self that you see in your characters?
Honestly, not much of anything. Not with this one. I think I'm a happy-go-lucky kind of wave. Take when a wave comes, just catch it, ride it, or you wait for the next one. Again, this guy is all structure and having everything inside the lines, there's just an aggression on it. It's a scary guy. I don't like being a scary guy, but also seeing the world, how I get scared of people or what I find frightening. That's what I put into this character, where I was, hey!
Good, how are you?
Good. I was just explaining how they kicked you off the show.
Yeah, today was my last day. It's really sad.
This must be awful.
No. I asked them to recast. It was just...
Yeah, he's a bit of a drunk.
You were great.
Thank you, you did too.
Next, I wore cowboy boots.
Did you really?
I did.
You did? All right. Well done, I actually really like those.
You just come from set?
Literally just came from set. Got ready on set and then came here. Nice. Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. Sorry to interject. What were you saying about your role?
How does it differ from who I am? How does your character differ from who you are? Who are you playing in this?
My name's Danielle Campbell. I'm playing Kayla Powell, and she is a girl who just lost her mother. She's mad at the world, and her dad has uprooted her from where she's grown up in Oakland and moves her to New York City to live with her grandmother that she does not know. So she's angry, and she's kind of in this, I keep calling it, she's in this self-destructive mode where she's kind of doing anything she can to distract her from the pain and the loss that she feels from her mother. And then she...
Such a better answer than any of the ones I've just given.
Of who my character is?
No, go ahead. Just commit to it. You articulate, and I'm like, man.
No, but you're so much more fun because of that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Where were you? Continue.
That's it. That's her. That's her. She's struggling, and she's kind of in the space where she's needing to figure out what is going on, and then how it relates to the show. She becomes involved with Billy's character Nick in a way that makes it very difficult for the two of them going forward.
What attracted you to this role and to the show?
I think the show is a really cool concept that hasn't been done before. So, I mean, anything new I think sounds fascinating to any actor, really. For me, at least, I really enjoyed that bit of it because it's told. Whenever someone asks what the show's about, I say it's fairy tale stories that are told in a modern day twist. There's no fairy tale component to it other than I think that's what they're roughly based off of. But it's all modern day. It's all present. There's no supernatural components. It's all real people dealing with a really effed up situation. And then so for Kayla, I loved Kayla because I think she's unpredictable. She's strong. She's dealing with some really intense stuff, and to watch her, I think I love her personality. I think she's witty and she's clever. She's quick on her feet, but at the same time, she's dealing with stuff that no teenage girl should ever deal with.
So sounds a lot like Davina, actually.
Yeah, different though. The different components, I think.
What's Davina?
Davina was a character that I played a couple years ago on the Originals, which was a CW show. Kevin wrote Vampire Diaries, created Vampire Diaries, and Julie Plec created the Originals.
Very cool.
Yeah.
The guy I was working out with yesterday, my buddy, I was telling him, like, I'm working with you and whatnot, and he was like, the girl from the Originals? I didn't know your character's name was Davina or something.
Oh, yeah, no, it was fun because my name's Danielle, so that there were so many, like, there's a Daniel, Daniela, there's two, and Danielle, there's another Daniel, and then there's another Danielle cast when I was gone. So there's just so many D's, and then Davina is my character name. So that actually helped.
That's Kim, right?
Kim.
Yeah, plays my grandmother.
It's pretty amazing. So talk a little bit about the dynamic that she brings, and that the dynamic that two characters have together. Because obviously you're not happy to be under her roof, and so that seems like a fun thing to play against with Kim.
Kim's been wonderful. She's her character is a lot of fun. She plays Colleen, who's Kayla's grandmother, and the two of them have this interesting dynamic because I think Colleen is the first person who doesn't really. Who tries to win Kayla, who doesn't try to win Kayla over. She tries to get to know Kayla because she can recognize that they don't know each other yet. So I think instead of trying to assume that everything should happen right away and they should have a quick bond, she acknowledges that that's not the case with this girl and that she's got a really fiery young girl on her hands and that she's got to work a lot differently. Yeah, so it's a fun dynamic with Kim because she's really fun to watch on set. She does all these different actions. She makes the characters feel really real. Because like we'll have a breakfast scene, for example, and she's really cooking the eggs and doing all these different things with it to make sure that everything's feels natural, and so I think that's a fun element of the show as well. It's not all very quickly staged.
Is she playing it kind of against expectations? Because obviously she can play like kind of big characters, but it sounds like your character is coming in with more of a brash attitude, and she's playing more smaller or more quiet.
Not more. I mean, Kim captivates the scene. She's gorgeous, and you can't keep your eyes off of her. But she's in no way small in my opinion. But my character is definitely more the fiery one, like in the outright fiery one. Hers is kind of she's observing, and I think that's the reason why she knows how to handle Kayla is because she's not quick to assume someone else's reaction. Yeah.